Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Here is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. President Biden has allocated $350 billion towards state and local governments. That is why some states are deciding to send out their own state stimulus checks. In this morning's video, I will be going over how you can receive extra stimulus money from your state. This coming Friday, everyone, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. Please enter my giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. According to NBC News, House Republicans who oppose the $1.9 trillion stimulus relief bill continue to see the benefits in their communities. And House Democrats want to remind Americans they are getting federal aid despite and not because of their elected officials. The stimulus package that President Joe Biden signed into law in March was intended to stabilize state and city finances drained by this crisis, providing $350 billion to alleviate the pandemic's effect, with few restrictions on how the money could be used. The Biden administration is betting on the funds to keep the recovery humming, but Republicans say the money is being wasted. According to the Treasury Department, 3 months after its passage, cash is starting to flow and officials are devoting funds to a range of efforts, including keeping public service workers on the payroll, helping the fishing industry, improving broadband access, and aiding the homeless. The local decisions are taking on greater national urgency as the Biden administration negotiates with Republicans in Congress over a bipartisan infrastructure package.
But what I want to talk about today is human infrastructure. It's essential to that foundation as well. To truly win the 21st century and once again lead the world, to truly build an economy from the bottom up and the middle out, to truly deal everybody in this time, we need to invest in our people. We need to invest in our people. That's why, in addition to the bipartisan infrastructure agreement that I believe we're going to get done, I'm here to make a case for the second critical part of my domestic agenda. It's a combination of parts of my American Jobs Plan that were essential and not included in the bipartisan infrastructure plan, as well as my American Families Plan. In Washington, they call it a reconciliation bill. That's a fancy way of saying, with a filibuster that our friends on the other side use constantly, more than ever been used in history. It means you got to get 60 votes to get anything done. We're a 50-50 Senate with a vice president who happens to be a Democrat. And back in the campaign, I said we're going to build back and we're going to build back better. We can't just build back, we got to build back better. And today I want to outline some of the key pieces of this Build Back Better agenda and what's it going to do for the people of Illinois and the people of the United States. It's about a country, once again, that inspires and leads the world, the opportunities we provide, the cures we discover, the technologies we pioneer, and industries we create. And the nation that leads the world in combating the existential threat of climate change. The Build Back Better plan agenda starts with education. One of the reasons why we were the leading country in the world for so long and still on the edges is because we're the first industrial nation in the world to allow 12 years of free education back at the turn of the 20th century. But everybody's caught up. At the time they were debating what should be education in America, the argument was there should be 12 years of free education.
Some Republican lawmakers want money from previous relief packages to be repurposed to pay for infrastructure, arguing that many states are in far better financial shape than expected and the money should be put to better use. The administration, sensitive to those concerns, has begun bending the program's rules to allow the money to be spent even more broadly. In May, the Treasury Department told states they could use their funding to pay for lotteries. In June, President Biden prodded local governments to consider using the cash to address the recent rise in crime. In the city of Philadelphia, officials are considering using $18 million of the new aid to test a universal basic income pilot program to help the poor people. That is among the uses specifically suggested in the administration's guidance. Several other big cities, including Chicago, are considering similar plans. So everyone, what do you think state and local governments should use the stimulus money for? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. One state did just pass a new $600 stimulus check. The California legislature passed a $262.6 billion budget bill last week that set aside funds for a second round of $600 stimulus payments, as the state found itself with a massive budget surplus and a bundle of federal aid this year. The legislation includes a combination of Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom's proposed budget bill and the legislature's measure. And among the largest of the approved programs was a $12 billion for the expansion of the Golden State Stimulus, which sends eligible recipients $600 direct payments. California residents must be earning $75,000 or less in adjusted gross income to qualify for the money. During a press conference, Governor Newsom said, "Direct stimulus checks going into people's pockets and direct relief. That's meaningful." The bill also allows for families with children to receive $500, and undocumented families are expected to get $500. Nearly $1.5 billion in small business grants were allocated for the measure, enabling businesses to receive between $5,000 and $25,000. Legislative leaders from both sides of the aisle, however, held different reactions after the bill was approved. California Assemblyman Joaquin Arambula said last week, "This budget does not get us back to normal, as that was not our intention. Instead, it gets us to a better place by making transformative change for Californians. With this budget today, we are building a future. We are creating opportunities for our most underserved students. We are making education and growth accessible to all." It's unclear when the payments will start going out, though the California Franchise Tax Board has stated that they will release information to its residents once state leaders offer guidance on the newly passed measure. The $600 payments will be based on the tax information provided to the IRS this year. And for those who did not file taxes, the state has suggested filing a return to ensure that they will get the state-level relief. According to a June report by Yahoo Small Business, half of the country's smallest businesses continue to struggle with the economic impacts of this crisis. The survey also found that just 38% of the microbusinesses, defined as those with fewer than 5 employees, received government support during the crisis, with 85% saying they relied on community assistance to keep them afloat. If your company still needs financial support, consider tapping state and local small business relief programs. Many of these programs were launched early in the crisis, but they still have funds available. So I strongly recommend looking into those relief programs if your company still needs financial assistance. That is the end of the video for this morning. Thank you so much everyone for being here today. I hope you found this video helpful. This coming Friday, I will be announcing the winners of this week's Amazon gift card giveaway. But remember, you can still enter my giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much everyone, and have a very blessed Wednesday.